the kindness and love you give out to the world comes back to you. And it might not always be immediate, it might not be from the same person, it's just that energy comes back to you.
Next level. Next level.
Hello everyone, we are heading to the dollar store, Sebastian and I, in the library, but I got some double stick tape here the other day and it's working so well to stick things to the walls of my dollhouse, so I'm going to get some more and get a few other things.
Next level.
Go really fast.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you like, huh? I know my grandson, he loves these too. So I'm going to get these. Is there anything else?
Oh, we're good.
You sure? How about I get you the glue that you weren't sure that you, so that way you won't have to worry about it. Anything else?
Sweetest. No, we can get our own. Yeah, we're still looking. This is fun because we haven't gone to many stores in the past year, so he's just like...
I know. Well, I don't think anybody's really done much.
Hello, we are in dollar store. What just happened?
I found a friend and she gave me what as my gift.
There was a sweet lady who started talking to us, and she wants to pay it forward and get us a few little things that we were wanting.
And she even gave me a Hot Wheel, and I'm going to get gift too.
You're lucky. So we're all still shopping, and that's just so sweet. But we're gonna finish up so we can head to the library soon.
Next level.
Hello friends. I always have the driest lips at lunch. Anyway, we just had lunch and I was working on homeschool stuff, trying to figure out nervous system lessons next week. Because every now and then some of the projects are just a little too high school, middle school. There's like making a PowerPoint. I don't think that's gonna really hold its attention. I need something more elementary. So we might do something where we take down strings to a tracing of a body, probably Sebastian's body, and make a nervous system and play a little game with that. So I was starting to work on that, but it is quiet time. So let's go over our day so far. We got up and had our breakfast. It was a cereal day, nothing exciting. Groceries are coming tomorrow. And then Sebastian and I headed out on some errands. I recently went to the dollar store and got some double stick tape, and I've been using that to attach things to the wall in the dollhouse. I didn't want to fully glue them. This tape has been repositionable, but it's really holding. I'll see how it does once I'm attaching things, like adding things on top of shelves. I've done a little bit of testing, but I need to make a bunch of books, which I'm a pro at after that bookshop. And I'll test it even more, but I was loving it so much, I was like, I really need to get more of this before I run out. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to put some lip balm on. It's ridiculous. My lips are so dry. What you gonna watch? So I planned to go to the dollar store and get, I'm gonna use you as a mirror. There we go. To get some more of that, I wanted to get like 4 packs if they still had it, and check out the rest of the craft stuff. So we planned to go there. We had some books that had trickled in the library, and I don't go to the library on the weekend if I can help it right now. So that was our plan. We were gonna skip the school lunch because it is double pizza day, which means they give you a slice of pizza for lunch, which they won't eat, and they will give you frozen pizzas for dinner, which they won't eat. It did say they were also giving out the popcorn chicken nuggets for the weekend, and Sebastian loves those and actually had some from the freezer for lunch, but it wasn't worth getting all that pizza and then throwing it away or trying to give it away. So we skipped it. But yeah, we went to the dollar store first because we had to go a little bit further for that. We could hit the library on the way home. And we were going through, we stopped at the toy aisle. I said Sebastian could get a Hot Wheel because they're $1. And I was looking at the crafts, which are in the same section. And when I found a bottle of glue that looks exactly like the glue that comes with the kits, which is amazing. It like just has a label on it instead of a blank bottle, but the bottle is exactly the same. I'm gonna test out the glue and see if it's the same, but this is the kit from Asia. I think it's probably the same. I just need to test. I'll do some of the books in it and see if it holds. But I was really excited, and I was talking about that, and a lady who was in the aisle, she's like, "What are you looking for?" I don't think she quite heard me, and I was like, "Oh, I just got really excited because I'm doing this dollhouse kit, and this glue looks just the same, and if it's the same, and I could get more extra glue." It's just, I was like, yay. I was just spouting off as I do. Like, I'm a very quiet person, and I grew up really shy, but I've gotten over it because I worked in service for a while as like the greeter at a dog daycare, talking to the customers. I've learned to just open my brain and it just, the words come out. So I probably said too much, but she was so sweet. And then she started chatting with Sebastian, and he held up a car that he was choosing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's really cool. My grandkids love cars." And then he got really excited because he turned around and saw a pack of crayons with Transformers Rescue Bots on them. Now, I know dollar store crayons suck. They barely color. It's just all wax. I'm like, "Oh, buddy, we've got crayons." And it's just the package is Rescue Bots. There's nothing special about them. So we'll probably skip that. And the grandma was right there and heard it. And she's like, "You know what? I usually go to a different Dollar Tree, and what I do there is I pay it forward. I try to buy people things, and I would love to buy you these crayons." And he was just like, "Oh," and looked at me. I'm like, "That's okay. She can do that. Thank you so much. That's really going to mean a lot to him." And then she's like, "And I want to buy this car you're holding." And she took the car from his hand, and she's like, "And I want to buy this glue for you." Took my glue. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you are the sweetest." And then Sebastian was like, "Oh, and look at this and look at that." And I'm like, no, we're going to buy these things, but thank you so much. And we kind of went our separate ways for a little bit. I was like, "Well, we're not done. We're going to do some more shopping, and we don't have to rush to get those." So we went our separate ways. I found a ton of craft stuff. I got 4 packs of tape. She got me the glue. I got some floral wire and tape to making the flowers easier. They did give me floral wire, but not a lot. And I keep thinking that tape would be easier. I've been using green washi tape, which is pretty similar, but it doesn't quite match. So that was a great find. And then I got some small paint palettes because I've just been using sheets of paper to mix little bits of paint. So it was 6 for $1. That's a lot of them. What else did I get? A little X-Acto knife set because my blade is still and I'm too lazy to try to order some. It's like a mini size one, which is probably better for miniatures actually. We'll see how it works. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that's all I got for crafts. But we continued on. He found another little end cap with some more cars. So since I wasn't actually buying him a car, I was like, "You can choose one. Here's one that's a Jeep, like your daddy's car. It's just white instead of yellow." So he grabbed that, and I had promised that the boys could have candy. So Sebastian chose one, and I got the one that Jax had wanted. And we went and got some snacks from the snack aisle, like dried fruit. And then we were wrapping it up. She was in line when we finished the last aisle, so we joined her in line, and she saw him holding another card. She was like, "Yoink," and tossed it, and she was like about to pay. She was just paying for our stuff, and she was gonna go back and grab a couple more things for her stuff. Confusing the lady at the checkout. She's like, "Are you gonna pay for that now?" And she's like, "Oh, no, I'm just buying stuff for them and then I'll be back." So she ended up, I think her total was $6 on all the things that she got for him, which is so sweet, so sweet. She was telling them, "I want you to have a good life when you're coloring in the coloring book your mommy got you with the crayons. I want you to think of me and pass on the kindness," which I'm always telling Jack and Sebastian to do. We hand out a lot of artwork that they make and just try to brighten people's days all the time. So I'm always telling them that the kindness and love you give out to the world comes back to you. And it might not always be immediate, it might not be from the same person, it's just that energy comes back to you in your life. And it's always nice to see good examples of that and have them experience it and they want to share it with others. He was like, "What can I buy you?" To her, she's like, "Oh, no, I don't need anything." And then I explained to him, "Well, you pass it on to somebody else. It's like a chain of kindness." So that was amazing. And he was just gushing about it as we went to the library and picked up our stuff and then headed home. He had to race downstairs and tell his daddy. So yeah, that brings us to now. So he is exhausted and starting his quiet time. I need to do something with my hair, get it out of the way, and join him.
Next level.
Hello friends, I am down here working on my miniature kit, of course. Today I am doing books and a couple more plants. Well, I think just one plant for now. I think I'm going to do the little menus. They are like laminated, or I don't know. I mean, I'm laminating them, but they're kind of like those little plastic stands that you have on the counter or the tables that you slide the menu in. And yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna get to, but wish me luck.
Next level. Next level.
Hi friends, we are getting ready for bed. At least we're up here. One of us is not. One of us is having a temper tantrum because he didn't get enough rest. Anyway, I have finished doing some miniature work as you saw, and then I came up right around 9, but it took a few extra minutes because I needed about 7 minutes exercise time still to meet my goal, so I did that. I had a stomachache all day, and I don't know why. My digestive system is not ever good, and silly me, I just keep eating and bothering it again. So I'm dealing with that. Hopefully it starts feeling better tomorrow. It usually doesn't hurt for this long. I need to get Sebastian ready for bed, but he's in there calming down. He's at least not sobbing anymore. He had been for about 10 minutes straight because I had him cleaning up while I was jogging, but he didn't clean up anything. He just kind of moved piles from one side of the room to the other. So when I finished, I said I would help, but it was on my terms. I took all his robot parts and I built it back into the robot and put it against the wall, and he got so upset that I built it that way. So he just lost his mind. My husband and I had to clean up everything else, send him upstairs where he's just been calming down in his room. But I don't know what else to say. That's kind of derailed my day. I wanted him to go to bed remembering what a good day he had and thinking about, I just wanted him to think about how today somebody did something so kind for him and how it's just such a good day, and there's good people out there, and we can be good people and spread happiness and love too, right? Somebody was very, very sweet to you today, wasn't she? Yeah, Miss Gail. Gail, I know you're not watching this, and you probably never will. You don't know my name, and you don't know that I make these videos, but you made two people very, very happy today with your kindness. A little boy who loves receiving cards and gifts. He's that age, gifts are golden. And silly me who just loves seeing kindness. It doesn't even have to be directed to me. Anyway, COVID updates. Our county has vaccinated 11,000 people in this past week. Could be better. The wait list that I'm on has gone from 46,000 to 35,000, and I was one of the final people to register on that system. So probably there's about 35,000 people ahead of me, which is fine because I wanted other people to go ahead of me. I consider myself high risk. CDC considers me maybe high risk because they put strokes in maybe, though I don't entirely understand the cardiovascular part of their risk assessment, and I don't know if my particular hole in my heart and stuff counts as high risk. So yeah, I was waiting to register because I wanted everybody else to get ahead of me, who's healthcare workers and frontline people and elderly and people with cancer and serious immunosuppressed situations. So I'm fine with that. I don't want to go there and be like, oh, other people should have been ahead of me. But that's the status on that. Our numbers in the county have gone up a little bit, a 0.5 percentage point. We're in the 7s now, but it's just been kind of going not too bad. And I don't know what was going on with those numbers for the deaths in Virginia, if they were just playing some catch-a-roo, but it was for 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks, it just shot up. It was in the 150, then it was in the 200s, then we had a day in 300 deaths, and then the very next day 70, 30, 50. I think today it was 71. We're totally back down to where we were, so I don't understand what was going on. I can't find anything on it. It was just crazy for a little while there. And I didn't really look at the country or the world. It's there. It's pressing. Numbers are coming down. I think it's in great part because we are riding down the slope following the holiday surge. And then it is also helped by people getting vaccinated. But I don't know how much. It takes time for that. People are just now getting their second shots and having the time period after that second shot for it to be fully vaccinated. There is debate about the third vaccine that has been approved in our country. There's Pfizer and Moderna. they're like 97 to 99% effective at keeping you from getting it. And then they just approved the Johnson & Johnson. Those two are two shots. Johnson & Johnson is one shot, and it's only, I think it's like 60 to 70%, something in between there, at preventing you from getting COVID, but 100% at preventing death and serious COVID. My thing is, I don't want COVID at all because of the stroke risk later. So it kind of terrifies me, the thought of getting the Johnson & Johnson shot, getting mild COVID, and then having a serious stroke later because I am so high risk at strokes. So I don't think I get a choice. I think you get what you get, but if I do get the Johnson & Johnson one, I think I'm going to live in terror for even longer. Maybe never feel comfortable. I don't know. Who knows how long the antibodies from the vaccine work in the other two, though, and there is some pluses in that the Johnson & Johnson one has been tested somewhat against the mutations. I don't know what to think, but I just really don't want COVID. I really don't want COVID. I really don't want COVID. This is why I've lived my life like this for the past year. And it has been a year. Yesterday's anniversary video, like I always post links to 1 year ago and now 2 years ago. But last year's video, or yesterday, was me starting to see things gone in the stores, people starting to panic, buy all the hand soap and sanitizer, canned foods were disappearing. We're not quite to the big lockdown day, but getting there within a week. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go check on him. I'm gonna have to help him get ready. I think he's just exhausted now from that crying jag. So good night, friends. Stay safe. Do something kind for somebody this weekend, and don't forget to wash your hands.